Shalom, we are now joined by Rabbi Shalom Gold. So this year's Tisha B'Av is a very difficult Tisha B'Av.
It certainly is going to be the most painful Tisha B'Av that I ever experienced in my life. In that sense, of course, we're going to feel the fear of Churban, of destruction. According to Yecheskel, Jews being in Galus, Churban is Chilul Hashem, is a great desecration of God's name. What I fear is most probably what will be one of the greatest desecrations of God's name, certainly in modern history. I told it to my friends in the United States, what are you going to do now? You're not going to be able to walk around the streets of New York as you did after the Six-Day War or after Entebbe. You won't know where to put yourself. And you're going to try and convince yourself that this is for a higher purpose. A great Zionistic purpose is going to be served by this. If we feel the busha, the shame, the embarrassment of Churban and Golus this year, it will be a Tisha B'Av far different than any that we have ever experienced.
So what can we learn from the issues that we deal with on Tisha B'Av and from our history to deal with what's going on today?
Number one, there's a medrash. I want to learn a medrash with you. As the Beis HaMikdash was going to be destroyed, HaKadosh Baruch Hu was crying, and he said, Bonai heichan atem, where are my children, where are you? He doesn't have people who are crying with him. So Hashem told Yirmiyahu, go to the Maras HaMachpelah, call to Avram, Yitzchak, and Yaakov, and tell them that I want them. They'll know how to cry. Oy vey to us that this is what's happening to Klal Yisrael in our days. In our days. You know what the Rebbe Shalom wants? We should cry out to him. Where are those who love me? Where are my Kohanim? Where are the ones who care? Where are the ones who feel deeply the Churban? I think I pity somebody who doesn't feel it with the whole depth of his neshama. Then there's something wrong with his Yiddishkeit. He may be a Shomer Torah mitzvahs, but if he is not in pain and in agony over what is about to take place, then there are serious problems.
We have, of course, many Jews abroad watching our program, and they might say to themselves, okay, there's difficult things going on in Israel. Maybe it's not time to make Aliyah, to immigrate. Not a good time to come to Israel. What do you say to them?
Tell them, you have to understand that the survival of the Jewish people throughout all of history is because we've been able to live through periods of adversity and stand up on our 2 feet and keep moving. Mighty empires throughout history disappeared simply because when they suffered defeat, they fell into despair, and because of despair they disappeared. Pasuk says, Sheva yipol tzaddik v'kam. The tzaddik can fall 7 times, but he stands up again. I've told it to the members of my congregation. I've told it to my grandchildren. I've told them, if we lose this battle and the Yeshua does not come as we would want it to come, we're just going to pick ourselves up and we're going to keep going. And that's Tisha B'Av. We survived the Churban. The fact is we survived it. To our people in Chutz La'aretz, I suggest that the period of Tisha B'Av is the period of Tikkun Chet HaMeraglim, correcting the sin of the Meraglim. There's only one way to correct it. To make a decision, I'm putting Aliyah on the agenda. That's the only Tikkun. There's nothing else. I've got to make it my business at some point in life to go on Aliyah. I have to send my children. I have to make it possible for members of my family to go. That's the only Tikkun Chet HaMeraglim. And that's the greatest Avodas Hashem that is supposed to emerge from a period of the 3 weeks in Tisha B'Av. I'm going, and I'm going to be at that place where Jewish history is being written. It's right here. And I hope that Jews in America, in Canada, England, all over will suddenly begin to realize we need them here. And as much as we need them here, they need Eretz Israel.
Rabbi Shalom Gold of the Zichron Yosef community in Har Nof, Jerusalem, thank you very much for joining us.
Thank you.